As Greg says, we're doing well. Although now I'm beginning to feel separation pains.
I'm leaving in 3 days? 3 days from now to go back to Chicago.
Okay, let's see, we can remove separation pain first of all. Okay, test if you can remove it like you remove a virus.
Yes.
Okay, so go.
Okay, I'm removing separation pain from all my bodies.
And so am I.
Okay.
Good.
See, my separation pain takes the form of, Franny was getting changed a little, like a week ago, and she realized...
on Sunday, it wasn't a week.
Last Sunday.
Yeah. You were running out of time.
Running out of time, and I'm sort of steeling myself and say, okay, now I'm in transition, and I'm kind of stopping what I'm doing here, or furiously getting things done and getting ready to go. But I recognize. I mean, I cleared it too, and we really cleared it this morning. I felt when we were in bed, we were talking, and that's the key: is to really have to talk and share, not just talk, but actually share our states. And not just talk about relationship, but actually experience our relationship each time.
Yeah. Let's remove it together anyway. So, are we filming this?
Yes.
Okay, so the viewers can see how it's done, okay? And we can help other couples.
Okay.
Test if you need to go body by body.
I get yes.
Yeah, let's go body by body.
Okay.
Of course, you guys will. You guys who are, if you're watching this, you won't really see, but you have to see with the heart and the soul. You have to see that something's changed. It already has changed, because you may not know how we were, but where we are now.
Well, the way we were was kind of ignoring each other for a year. And
anyway, yeah, but even just the last day, we're just separated a little bit in our consciousness and our.
Right.
Yes.
And if you have left unchecked and we're not cleared up, then it could just turn into mush and then junk and then crap. So body by body, and we're talking about just pain, separation pain.
Yes.
Just labeling it that. Now it might be more than that. I'm talking to other people who might be listening here. That. Don't be so literal, because everything else will come up that's involved in this. I mean, there's all the things I always want in a relationship.
Greg said I reverted to being more meek and harder, like harsher. So that's what happens. Is it's like creating a little distance.
Okay.
And
let's say that we are including all these in separation pain.
Okay. So, all right. So we're removing it from our celestial body. Okay.
Okay. I'm removing pain from my celestial body.
And
it's a good way to actually experience the bodies, because you call upon that, and rather than defining it, you just experience focusing on celestial body.
Okay, and see if it's there, because maybe it's not even there. Okay.
Okay, was it there? Was it there? I get it that it was there, but
I got it was too.
Yeah. So is it in the gravitational body? I get yes.
Well, did you get? You cleared it from the celestial body?
Yes. Well, you said you did too.
Not really. No, I don't think so.
Well,
just talking over each other.
Then you should.
So no, it's that I see that I cleared it, and I'm just experiencing it more about if there's anything else in the celestial body. So I get that I've taken it out, and by the way, I feel an energy in my body. I'm sort of becoming celestial, but I can focus on a little finger, a twitch there.
Okay.
Just do like a finger thing like this.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the finger that's doing it. It's this whole energy and the real connection to this, the immunic, the harmonic, that you get real signals from wherever they come from.
Yes.
People say God, Jesus, the powers in the universe.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. The higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Okay, good.
But I notice a difference in me, just a lightness also as we do the celestial body. So,
Wonderful.
Gravitational body.
Okay, I'm removing everything.
Did you
separation? Yeah, I tested that I had it.
Gravitation, okay.
Okay, so I'm removing everything from my gravitational body about separation. Okay.
Okay, moving everything, separation, pain, and what's in the way in my relationship with Franny from my celestial body.
Okay.
And my gravitational body.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How about your spiral? I have it in my spiral.
My spiral body.
Yes, I have it in my spiral, so I'm removing it from my spiral body.
Okay.
How about karmic?
I'm removing it from my spiral body.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah. Just checking.
Okay.
Etheric?
Do you have it in your etheric? Yes.
Yes.
Removing.
Much less. I mean, I already cleared some this morning, but it's like just sort of checking. Etheric body.
Removing it from my etheric body. Okay. How about karmic? So I have it in my karmic, yes. I'm removing it from my karmic body.
I removed it from my etheric body. My astral body? Or do you want to go karmic?
Karmic.
Karmic, okay. I'm perceiving maybe I'm just questioning more. I'm just still testing about my karmic body.
Okay.
I don't. See, I think that's what I really cured or removed this morning. Was my karmic body.
You removed your karmic body?
Uh-huh. I took it out of the garage, moved it outside, and parked it on the street.
And now it's sitting in my garden. Now I understand what that is. In the middle of the garden. I was wondering.
And there's no bridge or ferry. How did my car get to your garden? Do I have any pain of separation in my karmic body? Well, with you, not really. I think stuff from the past, but that has helped. The present has really helped to clear that up.
Yeah, clear it.
That may take more, but okay, removing pain of separation from my karmic body. Okay.
Okay?
I've done that, yeah.
Good. So what's the next? The astral?
Astral. Astral is kind of a combination of bodies, but that's...
Okay, just don't get so mental about everything.
I'm not getting mental, I'm just saying a few things for people who are watching or listening.
Okay. Okay, do I have it in my astral body? No.
What about you, Greg?
No, I don't have it in my astral body.
Okay. Do you want to say something more about the astral body?
Okay. Yeah. No, not now.
Okay. He refuses. Okay.
Good choice. Okay, mental body?
Do I have anything in my
Pain.
Pain or separate? No.
I get no.
Okay. What about the emotional?
No.
I get no.
Okay.
To me, the big one was karmic.
Okay.
Somewhat gravitational.
Good. Physical?
No.
No.
Okay. What about the
Universal.
universal emotional?
Universal emotional.
No.
Pain is separate. Universal emotional body. No, I'm not really tied in. I'm connected, but not really tied into dysfunctions and things in my universal body so much.
Okay. Your universal mental?
No.
What about you, Greg?
No.
Universal physical?
No.
No.
So we can say that all your bodies are free
That's what I
of the separation pain, right?
All my bodies are free of separation pain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you describe to me how you feel now?
Well, when I was doing that, I just felt more relaxed.
Okay.
The core of my body sort of relaxed.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, sort of from the inside out. And the biggie for me, I'm still breathing, right? As Frost says, when you're breathing, you're getting more oxygen, you're releasing or something, right? You're letting go. Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of karmic, and.
The karmic was quite difficult for you, Greg, yes? There was something else, something more.
Yeah, I just realized there was more than what we cleared earlier. We weren't just reporting on what we cleared, an hour ago or so.
So do you still have stuff to clear in your karmic body?
In my karmic body, not about pain of separation, no.
Something else?
Do I have anything clear in my karmic body? I'm not sure it's karmic. My karmic body? I keep coming up with there's something just, when I say it's so, it is, and when I say no, it's not, it disappears. It's just something that I have to accomplish in life. It's sort of a karmic imperative.
Okay. Is there anything we can do to help you to discover what it is?
Okay, just test first if this thing is in the way of our relationship.
Good.
No, it's not in the way of the relationship. It's not about the relationship.
Okay.
No. But you asked us about karmic body, And that was just something that came to me. So it's not in the way of our relationship. What's in the way of our relationship? Is there anything in the way of our relationship?
No. But we do have, we do have dysfunctions in certain areas. let's see, do we have dysfunction in intimacy? No. Do we have a dysfunction in communication? I get yes. Do we have dysfunction in emotional health? Yes. Do we have an immune dysfunction in... Are these different? Yes. What else is there? When we're separated, do we have immune dysfunctions about our relationship? Yes. So we got a lot of things that are...
Shall we go to the page of the immune dysfunctions and work with it?
Sure.
All right.
Now, do you feel complete about your karmic thing, Greg, or no?
Yeah.
You do?
Okay, Greg, you didn't tell me if you feel a difference and what that is.
All right. I've quieted my activity, turning off this video, my interior activity, so it's flowing more, and I'm not just talking about it, I'm just sort of feeling, I'm open, I'm here, I'm present. It was, like I said, it was really the karmic and somewhat the etheric and gravitational bodies. And I think that's part of, that has been part of what goes out or what happens when I'm separate. I'm still here with people, but I'm separate. I separate myself. And I kind of say, this is who I am, that's who they are, and present myself, or I deal with people, interact with them, as opposed to being with.
Do you have karma do you have karma with me that you have to clear up? I get yes.
I notice that often, practically all the time when you ask a question, when I'm testing it, you give me your answer when you ask me the question.
But that's okay. Is that, they think that's bad?
As I've said before, it's not necessarily bad, it's just that you're asking me a question and then you supply an answer.
And you don't
I'm supplying...
the opportunity of answer.
I know you're supplying your answer.
I'm supplying my answer. It has nothing to do with your answer.
Yes, but you didn't ask, you were asking yourself then, you weren't asking me.
No, I was asking you, and I'm just testing.
Franny, maybe you can influence him giving your answer.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I stop when I'm here.
You can test.
Rather than testing myself and I'm here and I'm testing, I stop and listen to you because I'm paying attention to you, because I'm with you. So if you're asking me a question, then it's not good to tell me your answer.
Well, it's not good, I guess, for you. Anyway, okay,
yes, it was good for you. Well, that's fuck you.
No.
Why ask me the question then?
You know what I think? I think you can test, Franny, and have your answer in your mind.
Okay.
And give him time to test and get his answer. And then you can confirm the two answers.
Okay, so I'll ask the question again.
See, Franny, let me just say, I don't think that this is something in you that you are out of touch and you're in your own world. And you're asking these questions. Maybe you're asking them of us, and together we're asking these questions. But if you're pointedly asking, it's not like we're both testing the same thing. You're asking me a question. It's just something...
I suppose you should remember this in the future, Franny, because
I'm not upset about it. I just brought it up because there it was.
Maybe a bit annoyed, Greg.
Well, yeah, because you don't take it seriously. You kept blocking when I said something, and then, so I'm afraid I got annoyed, but, you know, I'm glad Ross was there to reiterate, rather than me having to, you know, if you don't listen to me when I give you something also, and you say no, 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 you're blocking. And I don't want to have to then ask you again, or either let it go, or whatever. I thought I'd just bring it up. And
well, I'll tell you what I'm going through right now. As you keep talking, it feels like you're pounding my chest. That's what it physically feels like. You're just pounding on my chest like this, and pounding some energy into me.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Which I don't like.
Things too. That's
exactly. Excuse me, guys.
Yeah.
Funny. Test if it's an attack. If Greg is attacking you.
Yes. Was I attacking him? Yes.
Will you please remove?
Yeah, I was attacking her to try to have her stop doing what she was doing, or have her do what you could have said was, okay, yes, I see that, and now we'll go on. You did say, let's go on, but...
Okay, first of all, let me tell you that I think it's very important that these things are coming to the surface.
Yes.
Because once you know what annoys the other, you can talk about it and stop doing that. So, very good. Now we have discovered that you have just attacked each other. It's very easy to attack each other. There is, you don't need the will to do it. I want to attack Franny, okay? It happens. It's very easy that it happens.
Little quick reactions and things.
Yes. So
and I could see that I wanted something out of doing it. It's like, rather than being functional about it, I wanted a little dysfunctional. I included that in my voice, partly for emphasis and partly to say, yes, I'm serious about this.
Okay, okay.
So I got harder and more assistance. Oh, yeah. I removed the attack.
I did.
I did. I removed the attack.
Okay. Ready? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me what's the difference.
I'm not putting out the energy at you guys.
Okay.
At Franny. I mean, I'm just looking at a little pinhole right now on my computer, so. I know you're in there, though.
No, I'm over here.
I know.
Oh, there you are. Over there. Over there.
Well, I feel more relaxed. I don't feel I don't think I'm complete with that whole thing, but I feel more relaxed about it.
Do you feel that you need to do something more? Like going body by body, do a harmonic dance?
No, I think I just have to find what the immune dysfunction is that causes me to do that.
Okay, let's get to the immune dysfunction stage.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Switch over to that, yeah.
So let's go to the hub.
Well, I'm already there, but...
Yeah, I've clicked over to that.
No, this will take me some time, but never mind. I can do it.
It's okay.
Come on, move. Do me a favor.
Well, obviously, attack in itself is an immune dysfunction. So, just the very active attacking is immune dysfunction. That's a number. That's 2 asterisks that says, let's see what it says at the bottom. It says manifest as emotional dysfunction caused by trauma. Okay, so it's only number 2. Boy, these asterisks aren't lining up. But anyway, so was I in am I in a trauma about when I attack? Yes. What am I?
Let's take the situation with Greg. What happens right now? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
looking
at that.
Just if you felt threatened by Greg, by what he said, something like that.
I thought that what you were doing with all this explanation was kind of wasting a lot of time that you could have just been using to clear yourself. It's like it was like excess information, and so I think when I tested and I said what my answer was, I wanted you to actually clear the thing rather than talk about it. So I tested that you had something, and that was how I attacked you, because I didn't know. I was trying to say it in subtle ways, but it just didn't do anything.
You dropped your scale of relatedness. You dropped your scale of caring in a way, which is something that I really, for me, I definitely have as I was saying this morning, that I really want to be cared for. I'm sure everybody does, but it's always been something for me. And if I don't feel that, I kind of pull back.
Well, that's an interest. Now, at the risk of, I'm not going to attack you again, but at the risk of saying this is a very interesting thing that you're saying, because I a lot of times I know, like when you feel in that space, it's I don't know. I guess it's Ross.
Okay.
It's like
no, it's me. Don't worry.
You don't care about yourself. In addition to not caring about anybody else, you want something, and then you don't care enough to just love yourself and take care of yourself. Like you gained weight. You don't go to bed. Whatever it is that you do to hurt yourself, you do. Instead of saying, well, okay, right now I'm alone, and I could do these things to love myself.
Right. I recognize this, and I recognize it as a dysfunctional thing that puts a lot of burden on other people to come through for me, and then that's when, even if they come through, in the past I would push them away or block them and say, oh no, it's not enough, it's just...
Well, it isn't. If you don't care about yourself, it doesn't matter how much anybody does.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. I mean, I watched people in groups, and people would be telling this person like all these great things about them, and they would not be able to accept it because they couldn't accept it about themselves. Like they couldn't give it to themselves. So, anyway, that's a behavior that you could change, is when you feel like you want something or you're lonely or whatever, you could see what you could do for yourself that's constructive, like just even if it's just a tiny thing, like well, it's kind of like taking out the garbage, like clean something, or look at your face and make sure it's clean, and whatever, just a tiny thing at a time. And then,
and in the action, making a unique change, actually taking action upon something.
Yeah, and really enjoy giving it to yourself, and then
tending one's garden.
Well, then, because they say if you give it to yourself, you'll have more to give to others. If you're.
I say I include myself in the equation. Giving. I have to give to myself, not going back in myself, but in my way of being with people, I'm giving to myself at the same time.
Yeah, but I think that for you, and for me too, is a matter of making a choice to do the thing for ourselves that's kind of healthy, rather than, oh, I'm just going to eat a piece of chocolate, or, you know, I'm going to stay up watching this movie,
or have some cappuccino.
Yeah, like whatever it
My
is.
espresso machine.
Whatever it is that keeps us from taking care of ourselves can look like we're giving ourselves something, and we're really not. We're actually not loving ourselves how we could, you know. It's like the wrong reward.
I've lost 13.2 pounds since I arrived 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
I think
that's
just being here with you and Byard, and just, you know, caring and being involved, I start to right myself.
Yes.
And that's a separation anxiety for me. I'm going to go off and be alone. And so that's why we resolved again today that we have to talk, not just talk, but really communicate and share and be with each other, even if it's by phone or Skype.
Yeah.
Well, with all this technology, we can even see each other. I mean, it's not like disembodied on the phone, and we have to write a letter or something. Although I love writing letters, but it's kind of time consuming. One thing we did, Rosella, was we looked back. Greg kept all these letters, like I do too, like all the letters that anybody wrote.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and we look back at this one first girlfriend that he really loved, who died when she was really young. She was in a car accident, and we read her letters, and you know, like it's interesting, you know, that she was going through certain things, and Greg was going through certain things that he's still sort of going through, but it was really eye-opening, and I loved. She was very expressive in her letters. She wrote a lot of letters, this woman, like almost like 2 a day, almost for a while. It wasn't that much, but you know, she just wrote about things, about what she was going through, what she wanted, you know, what she thought was happening, and when Greg was moving on to somebody else, she had all her feelings, and she wrote about that. It was great, and so that's, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that, you know, if we can do that level and go deeper than that, she didn't go very deep, but just keep up that.
Well, we were 19 to 20 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
19 to 24.
Yeah, and but there was a lot involved in there that still affects Greg now. I mean, there was just a lot of issues. And we talked about the issues, and it was really, that was great, you know.
One of the main issues is that I just blocked relationships past a certain point. Like emotionally, sexually, I just learned, or I did when I was young, just to sort of be my own person, be independent, and to me that was important. Be my independent self and go up against the world. So relationships, I mean, I had good friends, but especially I didn't know anything about girls or women, really. And so I was learning for the first time about how to be with somebody. I did my relationship.
Did you do that to avoid being hurt? Yes.
Oh, sure, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So here was
And avoid not knowing. And avoid being open and vulnerable to be, the chance of being hurt, or when I try to control, then I get afraid of not having control. It's like, which comes first, the dysfunction or the action, or the behavior? You know, it kind of all comes from something.
Yeah, I mean, you know, she was
it's just sort of the way I am, or the way I was at the time.
I mean, it's so interesting that her issues were what other women who've been in a relationship with you and me go through, like the uncertainty of how you feel about us and whether or not you want to include us totally and share with us. And she was just saying the same, like these doubts, which it's really fascinating. And well, I just decided this time that I was not going to let you just
exist.
Like be over there, and okay, well,
Last time
Greg has to go to sleep now, and he has to do this work and stuff like that. I just spent my time, and I spent time pursuing you sexually, which you were much more willing to participate, but it's still like I carried a lot of energy with it, and maybe I just pooped out on last Sunday, it's sort of like I had such a great time. I've been so happy, it was just the way I've always wanted it to be, and it was like a vacation this time, and I wasn't feeling as doubtful about it all as I have in the past when I just let you be. I kind of accepted you're just being in this funk all the time.
Oh yeah, right.
And you were kind of, Byron was really great to insist that we talk each day, because I don't know if we could have come in at the level that we were at when you finally came here. We'd been talking so much, we had communicated a lot of things that were out of the way by then. It was very nice to just have our relationship without all that stuff going on.
You've done a lot of cleaning.
Yes.
You're tending the
Which
garden.
is good.
Yes. But I think now there is more to go about just, Greg was saying this morning, is just, where do we want to go with our lives, and I mean, I know we're doing certain things, like we have our Munichs and we have our responsibilities to our house and our parents, but where do we personally, want to, I mean, I know for one thing that I would like to lose all of this weight.
Not all your weight.
Yeah, because you will disappear.
You disappear. I'm teasing.
You mean I'll just be a big mouth and it'll all go in there, and
right? You'll be a big
and there'll be poof, and that's it. No, I meant just the excess weight.
Yes, sir.
Because I see already that the whole thing I've been doing for myself for the last several months has really made a difference in how I feel as a woman and how I feel sexually, and just how I approach doing things for myself and for my situation, and I feel like maybe I'm willing to let go of things I've been holding on to. So, it's just been an interesting time, but losing weight has definitely made a big difference. It makes a big difference physically to all the levels, like blood pressure and blood sugar and everything, how I sleep, how I feel sexually, how I dress, everything. It makes a big difference.
Sure.
So that's one thing that I would like to be supported with, and I think that it never occurred to me, so you were always the thin one, Greg, and never had a problem when you were running and everything, and now you are really having a problem. I mean, you were pretty tubby when you came here.
Yeah, I know. I really let myself go, as they say, and I just sort of took it for granted because I was all in good shape, So.
Well, your health. The interesting part about it is that your levels are really healthy because you went and got tests, and stuff. But
yeah.
It's just that, as far as your personal appearance and how you feel energetically, may not have been everything you wanted to be.
Right.
So I'm glad you lost the 13 pounds, because it makes a difference.
I'm going to lose 5 more.
Mm-hmm.
although it may not stay like that. And then I'm gonna rather than being 198, it'll be at 180 to 83, something like that. And then I'll get it down to 175 for a while. This may take some years, and I'll get it down to about 170. I would feel very good at 170. Franny was saying 165 because she remembers me 30 years ago or 25 years ago or something.
When we were in San Francisco, you weighed around that. So
of course, I ran a marathon, and I biked.
Wow.
And I
he ran the New York Marathon.
I would dance for 10 hours a day.
Wow.
Well, yeah, he was a dancer professionally for a couple of many years. So it's just different, and you have become more mental over the years, and I think that you have been less mental in our conversations. Like you've just really been more there, which is good.
To me, that was, I'm finding out when I'm mental, and what is mental and what is just normal talking about things. And
so now
it was definitely immune dysfunction. To be mental is an immune dysfunction. My bodies are out of balance. I led with a mental body, and I was hurting in other ways, and therefore I treated everything mentally. If there was something emotional coming up, I treated it mentally, and I'm just kind of showing you.
Is attack an immune dysfunction for you?
An attack, an immune dysfunction? Did I attack? Yes. Oh, definitely.
Okay. And what were you trying to do today when you attacked me, when you were, I was asking you about your karmic thing, and then I answered my own question. And if you'll notice, I tried not to answer this time.
Yeah, I did not. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it up, too. Yeah, I've been saying, don't say never or always.
I know, that's the two worst words.
You're always this way. You never do this. Boy, that's a... So I was feeling vulnerable then. I mean, I was really looking... again, this is also kind of immune dysfunction. I look and envision certain answers, but I don't know if it's immune dysfunction, but I let it come to me, but I could just test even without the vision. But the vision helps me to imagine and to get in touch. And so I was just in this mode, and I felt, it's just, to me, I felt very vulnerable, and I wanted to just protect myself. And I know in other times when you've asked me questions and answered, I just go along with it. But at this time I didn't. In other situations, this is why I brought it up this time, because maybe other times I've just overlooked it and still felt that way. Just still felt hurt. So you were asking me what the attack was, why, and what dysfunction I was in. Well, attack is dysfunction, but let me look at the list. Something defense and defense. I think somewhere, I just looked at this list a little while ago, when we looked at it, and I got defeat, like that. Defeat, somewhere deep inside of defeated. So I'm not really trying.
Okay.
I used to never get defeated. I'm like a long distance guy, little, they lose a battle here and there, but the war, I'm going to win the war.
Well, that's a one asterisk, and it says manifest as disease caused by deformity.
Manifest as disease caused by deformity.
Yeah. That's what defeat, the immune dysfunction can turn into.
Do I get disease in my feet? In defeat? I do have defeat. I have disease in my feet. I have... When I ruptured my Achilles tendon at the hospital, I got this fungus which now affects, my toes, and it's terrible.
Oh, I have a method for getting rid of that the dollar store lady told me. My father said it works with him, so I'll tell you later. But
okay, that's another video.
She did it and it completely disappeared. So anyway,
I've tried. Anyway, okay. Blame. I was looking down here. Blame was one of them.
Blame. Okay.
Hiding. I pushed myself down. All in that one section there, in one moment. Struggle, interpersonal.
Yeah, well, blame is a serious one. Like, that's a 3 asterisk.
Blame is a 3. A 3 means what now?
Okay.
Manifest
at
as
the bottom,
addictions or addiction-related behaviors.
See, that's where you would go and do all kinds of dark things. It becomes an addiction.
We're in sympathy with addictions caused by combination of trauma and deformity, right?
You have some things that you didn't clear. Hiding is 3 also.
Yeah.
So, and there are different parts of that. Invisibility, obviously sex, promiscuity. That's what the addiction became. Unattractiveness, attractiveness, passivity, and aggressiveness.
These are all things with 3.
Hiding, that's under hiding, which is a 3. So it could manifest as promiscuous sex, which it did, and passive aggressiveness. That's 3 also.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are that's one of my key things I go into. I get into a state where I hide. As I told you, I used to hide as a kid, even though I was there with my family. I just receded into myself, and I might express it on playing soccer or playing music or something with my friends. But I always felt some damage. I always felt there was something wrong inside of me. And that's what I was saying, like, there's something that I considered really wrong that I have cleared up in the last, just recently. It was about the dark side. I went into the dark side. I never experienced I knew what the dark side was, but it was more like this deep. And now I went this deep,
Yes.
I don't know if you can see this on the camera. It was like, wow.
Well, your whole body became dark.
Scary.
Oh boy, yeah. So, but the same thing. I had a tenuous thread, but I always was connected. I didn't go insane or didn't disconnect from myself.
That's true.
And that's what people do when they really get sick.
Yeah.
And so then they act out, and then they get reality TV shows and make money.
Which are unreal.
Which are unreal, but they're, it's part of the game. Because people are interested in that crap.
So are you a new man, Greggy?
Let me test. Will you test for me, Franny?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it. No.
I am a new man, yeah.
That's good.
And the newness is that I'm not like I'm a different person. I'm myself, but I have the ability and the wherewithal and the connection and the interest and the care and the love to continue on this path.
Good. I think that with these visits by Greg, you have solved a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You worked very hard.
Yes.
And there are all kinds of little things that we talked about that were issues and things. It's like who knows where it all comes from. It just comes in a jumble. But we both had the intention and also had immunics. We had what we're doing now. Again,
yeah, we did talk. We did talk a lot more than what we do on camera. So.
Oh yeah, and I think it's a lot more. I mean, I'm sure people in good relationships do that, but I think we had a shortcut and a way to really get at stuff with using our web college and using testing and curing. So I really know when I've cured something and when it's kind of, I've cured little things that are in the process of curing a big thing. But all the little things are big. Anything you cure is big. I mean, you don't have to be dying of cancer.
That's the way it works. Of course.
And people say, oh, I cured my cancer, but now I have to clear up my relationship. That's the biggie in my life.
Well,
whatever it is.
I have to say that when I picked you up at the airport, well, first of all, you came down to visit me, and it was great that you took the time, even though you were worried about your father, and that you told me the first time I saw you at the airport, you told me how beautiful. I mean, it was like so spontaneous. You just said, "Oh, you look beautiful," you know, and it was the right foot to start on this trip, because it really made me feel very like moved towards you, whereas before it was like this kind of uncomfortable.
Oh, hi, how are you?
How are you?
Let's get in the car, put our bags in the car.
Yeah, and it was just,
how are you doing? I'm tired.
And I took a little extra care, you know, but it was just, so that you were a different person already before you even came, since we'd been talking back and forth, and you know, you made some hard choices too. Choices are always good, because that's what they say about a righteous man, is somebody who can make choices.
Yeah.
They won't always be perfect, but hanging on to fences where you can run into problems, you know.
When are you coming back, Greg?
Probably in the new year, in 2014, because Franny will be coming to Chicago in November or December.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm going north to my brother's in New York to when he and his wife are going to China. So I'm going to take care of his kids, and then I decided Southwest is so great. You can change the destination and everything without paying extra fees. So I changed it from coming back here to going to Chicago and staying there I'll be there for Thanksgiving and my birthday.
Good.
So that's when I'll see him next, and then, yeah, if everything's well with his father, he'll come back again.
Okay.
It's nice to be here. I'm sorry.
Do you want to continue to do these sessions now that he leaves?
I think actually, Rosella, that just an hour a week is essential at this point, because he'll be back in his normal environments, and I'll be here alone, and it's the time when those things can kind of come up again, like things that were coming up. So if you don't mind, I would like to do
No, it's okay. It's perfectly okay with me. Don't worry. The only thing might be I may have to change the day when I start working.
Oh, that's
fine.
But
for the moment, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Wednesday or Thursday, it's okay with me.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty much wide open, even when I'm with I'm going to be visiting with my sister, also my two sisters, but there are computers at my father's house, and I also have my smartphone, so I can meet anytime really on Skype.
Okay.
So I would like to keep doing it, because I think it's really made a big difference to both of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really thank you a lot, Ross, for being our
You're very
intermediary
welcome.
and facilitator. And
You're very welcome. I'm learning a lot in doing this, so
and
makes the three of us happy.
That's right. And so my next session with you, which will be next Tuesday, I guess, I would like to run the outline again instead of working on. I think that's really important for both of us.
Yes.
Is to know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I think we've both worked on things enough to hold for now and just really work on that and getting smooth on that. So
I totally agree.
All right.
Let's do that.
So that's good.
I want to do it until I do it fluently and without any problems.
That's good. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Instead of like really talking about personal issues on Tuesday, we'll just talk. We'll do the outline, and then Wednesday, we'll talk about issues.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then we don't have to make an extra time, because Byron was saying, well, maybe we should make an extra meeting, and I don't know. Both of us, it's a lot. You do a lot. You're in a lot of meetings, and it doesn't matter to you because that's our business, but you have your own business, and stuff, so.
Anyway, Eve, it happens that on a Tuesday you have something urgent, or I have something urgent, we can work on that,
That's right. There's always, we can do half an hour of each, it doesn't have to all be.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, or do you feel complete now?
I feel complete, and I can see a lot of the dynamic. Like, God, we were probably attacking each other this morning too. So we have to watch.
Naughty.
Yeah.
You're very naughty.
Yeah.
Don't attack each other.
We were. I test that we were. So I think we have to watch that.
However, it turned out well. Overall, I think we keep moving forward, and we had some good moments.
Yeah. I think the important thing is to understand when it's happening, and obviously to remove it immediately.
Right.
Because if you don't understand that you are attacking each other, which is a possibility, the attack can ruin lots of things in a relationship.
Well, it's obviously on the list of immune dysfunctions, so it's not a good thing. Something to clear up.
Sure. It's very easy to attack each other when you have an argument, even about something very trivial.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. Now, before ending the session, I'd like you to link your higher bodies.
Okay, that's good.
All right.
Oh, that's very uplifting.
You lift me up.
It's like the wind under my wings. Boy, I just my whole body started going up, like I was lighter.
That's the key.
Oh, that felt good. That felt really good.
Good. Okay. I would suggest you to do it as often as you can.
Right. That's very good. I know you mentioned linking with Robbie, and it always makes you feel good,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, it's very nice. And so you can do it now that you are together, and you can do it when Greg will be in Chicago.
Right.
Okay?
Yes.
And it's a way of being together.
Right.
Now, tell me, how do you feel, Franny, about Greg leaving now?
Well, right this minute, I feel okay. I feel fine.
Okay, good. What about you, Greg?
I feel fine about Franny feeling fine about me. No, I feel good. I'm a little not hesitant, but wary of things that may be happening in Chicago. I get back to my father's health, and I've got an acting class that starts, and meeting new people. That's you're very open and vulnerable, but obviously they're all in the same boat. But as far as my relationship with Franny, I think it's great, and we'll continue to make it great. This will be a good, not a test, it'll be a good vehicle to stay in touch over the distance.
Okay.
We've done it for 6.5 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I do, because it's
if you
true.
love a person, everything is possible. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm in love with my husband, and he's not even on earth, you know. So everything is possible.
Well, it was so nice that you had a great marriage, Rosella. I mean...
Yes, I'm very grateful, believe me.
Yeah.
I'm very, very grateful.
That's great. That's great.
He took good care of me, and I thank him every day.
That's great. That's really nice.
And that's why I'm fine, probably. So,
yeah. Well, that's important for people to hear, you know, like, it's so important to, like, we've been reading a lot of books about all this, and Greg and I, and it's important to show the, like, just touching and showing and taking care of each other is so important, rather than blaming each other or wanting something else, you know. It's just, it makes it on every level, like all the hormones and everything, it works for that.
That was the big lesson in my marriage. My husband was my teacher in many, many things. A different person when I got married. Many things changed thanks to my husband.
Really?
He was my teacher.
That's great.
So, yes, absolutely. The point is, either you want to accept the lesson or not. In the beginning, I didn't want to take it, and I thought it's your fault. And then, little by little, I understood that he had things to teach me, especially since I started doing immunics, and it really changed my marriage, and it changed my life completely, and it's still changing.
Great! Wow, that's fantastic.
Yes.
Really fantastic.
I'm really grateful.
Yeah.
I have a great tool.
Great.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, I feel pretty complete.
Okay, good. See you
on Friday.
Friday, I think. Yes. With you, Greg, first, and then.
Oh, that's right. Me first, and I'll be in Chicago.
Yes.
So to me, it's
okay.
It's
oh yeah,
earlier.
right. Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay.
See you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And see you.
Okay. Good night.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Ciao.
Bye bye. Ciao ciao.
This is the Cure Drive Cult homepage. You can see we tally our cures. That's the tally there, 132,000. You report your cures here, right here. That's the link to report your cure. Okay, this is the movie that people start with generally. And there's a lot of people actually curing things on camera in this movie and demonstrating exactly how to do it. It's 4.5 hours. So you would be able to probably understand and know what these people are doing by watching this. We are a cult because we're all over the world. Maybe one person in a town, just one little guy who cures things in a whole town full of people who don't, whose spouse thinks she's crazy because she's curing things and he doesn't. You know, she doesn't get sick and he's down with the flu for 5 days and he still thinks she's crazy. We've had spouses die. So this person is demonstrating curing herpes in this movie, the one you're watching right there. And it goes on like that. Now, these are the people here. You see this black area here? This is our Twitter feed. These are the people you want to talk to. And what you do, see, it says follow Cure Drive. And that's what you do. You click on that, and then you pick somebody. Anybody in here will be happy to help you. So you write to people that you see in here. And there's all these people all talking about what they're curing. So that's what you do. You pick somebody that that seems like a kindred spirit, presumably, and you write to them. See that picture of the cat there? That's Rosella. She's one of the people whose spouse died. He was a very great guy. He just thought it was nuts. Never did it. Died of cancer. Not too long ago, about 2 months ago. So anyway, you just, you write to somebody and, tell them what you are trying to do. People are always asking about negative medical tests. Here, let me show you. This is a voicemail message. You should probably, if you're interested in getting a negative medical test on, let's say, herpes, she got negative medical tests and both kinds of herpes. And she left me this message when she got her letter from the, hospital, I guess. She was in New Zealand. So her tests are free. Now, of course, there's an enormous website behind this homepage. I guess you're probably guessing, right? And if you see these movies, these are all people demonstrating curing various diseases. These people chose to contribute their cures to your effort to cure yourself. There are around, I guess, over 800 movies, and some of them are linked to this page. So if you click on any one of these pictures, it will go to a movie, and that movie will start playing. So join the cult. Your friends will be worried about you. You're in a cult, they'll be worried. You have the crazy idea that you can cure medically incurable diseases. They're going to be very concerned. Especially if you're battling cancer. Your friends will be worried, and that's a good thing. You will cure things. And that is also a very good thing. You will begin curing things the moment you join, because that's how you join. You cure something. When you cure something, you're in the cult. If you want to get out of the cult, just stop curing things, and you won't be in the cult anymore. Easy to exit. Your easy exit strategy. And who knows? You may even cure the medically incurable disease that you came in here to cure. A lot of us did. That's me there in the movie holding forth on how to cure things. I'm on the cure team. That's what I did. I cured a medically incurable disease. Two of them, actually. So I cured 2 kinds of herpes. It was about 4 months after I started doing this that I actually discovered, I'm the person who discovered that you could cure physical diseases. July 1993, my 20th anniversary just passed. I haven't had an outbreak of herpes for 20 years, and before that, I was having outbreaks for 28 years. I got herpes in 1965. The end of the year. 28 years of outbreaks followed by 20 years of no outbreaks. That's how bad it can be and how good it can be. If you let it be good. So, take the courageous step that almost everyone you know will advise you not to take. Join the cult. When you're in the cult, your friends will get sick and you will get well. Your friends will give sympathy and you will give cure. And you'll know that you don't even need to take a vitamin pill to cure something. You can just cure it with nothing. Just with you. What can you contribute? What will your contribution be? This woman is curing a flu right on camera. She came in with full symptoms and they were all gone in 15 minutes. You can see it happen. Flu is an incurable viral-based disease. It's medically incurable. She cures it right in front of you. We eagerly await your contribution. And here they are, eagerly awaiting your contribution. And anything that you say to any of these people will probably be a contribution of some kind.